it looks like obvious that if you pay more money, then your talent will stay with you, right? I mean, it's like the most obvious thing. Everybody knows that you pay more money, you retain talent. I'm not saying it's not important, it is important, but maybe it's one of the three most important things to retain talent. Apart from compensation, I think challenging work is extremely important. If you can give talent work that helps him to learn a lot through the process of executing the job, I think that's the sure shot way to retain top talent. And the third most important thing is the supervisor, right? How good is the supervisor? How good is the supervisor engaging with the talent? And how good can the supervisor plan the career moves for the talent within the organization, keeping in mind the aspiration of the talent and what the company can do? All the three things are very important according to me for retention of talent.
I think there are three broad areas. First and foremost, a reward and recognition culture is to be owned by the top management of the organization and not just the HR leader. As with most people-based initiative, top management sponsorship, support, involvement, and most importantly, participation is the most effective way to communicate that it is important for us and that it is critical for our success. Point number two, focus on the big picture. Align both rewards and recognition program to organization values and business goals. Now, this will enable and reinforce employees to clearly articulate and appreciate the efforts, behaviors, and the outcomes that organization value. Remember to tell stories. Stories evoke emotions and create memorable movement. And that sort of brings people around and they stick to the cause. Most organizations do this by sort of focusing on testimonial based plans, testimonial based programs. They also sort of do this in a campaign which is largely focused around employee stories. Finally, structure it well and execute it transparently. Rewards and recognition, while they are used together as two terms, they have to be structured and implemented differently. Reward strategy should be in form of a well thought through structured approach which balances long-term and short-term organization goals, link it clearly to business outcomes, and where applicable in sectors, wherever there is a regulatory guideline, it is sort of making sure that the reward strategy is compliant with it. On the other hand, recognition should be early, often, and easy. What I mean by that is that recognition programs should be available to everyone. It should be available through both informal and formal channels, and there is no specific criteria through which people may qualify for it. It should be available to everyone. It should be implemented through formal and informal programs in the organization. That's the most effective way to sort of have a recognition program in place which works well.
The concept of total rewards is based on the assumption that people today need more than money and can also value employees as people. Organizations mostly focus on compensation and benefits when they devise their reward strategy. However, there is a third element which is equally important, which all organizations need to look at, which is workplace experience. When we say workplace experience, it entails the culture and behavior organizations would like to drive. The recognition for the work well done is something every employee strive for. Growth opportunities, work-life balance, and psychological safety are other aspects of workplace experience. Organization needs to work holistically on the three elements and not in isolation. The rewards and recognition program that caters to the individual needs and is aligned with the business goals will result in a more engaged, satisfied, and productive workforce. This leads for organization to achieve the business performance that they strive for. It is important for all organizations to focus on tailor-made reward strategy to attract and retain the best talent.